Nonsia boga na desimama ya mamunyina ajo amamakwa ede aba Great Commission TV eso ene August na woboso me ne deto so enson wafipinu ene eduonu ensia emu afei ene mbraso sansama hodo ayensa so mamu di amahodo so de to eka ho bienu ye hwede beso mo se enwumre bre no nsia kase bo ya to ne Paramount news no ye hwe ede beso mo sompa sania ensam no edos no ye hwe ne bedi mu akotin no ebi
Nedi akotene ebini se reshafo na yehwe animu no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi mienu ababetudwa yebedi emu enkomo.
Ghana man penyina be de kire maame Professor Jane Nana Opukwa wakasa afa Women's Development Bank lo kire se na esomoni so de dendenden na abano ade se ne so pa a mo hwe edi ho adwuma so mo de beba
Menta akando de kokobo abo officials ahodo no so mo hwe na postings ahodo omoye no impenifo bi anfomonsa ankosha asie.
Asoye hwe pomode ho ensem atudwa se oba ebegfa yefuro na ko be hwe nim se boso me enkro inte wo be hwe na wawo no o se ema na efa yefuro afimpinu ne eduonu enan emu no report omonya no a mafa ho ahwere wonom enkwa no 986 ende emu kire mu nyina yere be so mo
Accra Regional Minister Yema Melinda Oklu Ekopiemu ewo Peshi Lagoon ehonomo laboma honomo no na wono mo tete won so a omosisi adan asi ensokwan no o se ye ba bedwiri ni na atoegu
sa enso so no ene homasua aso ne kire se petition na private school teachers for their base ABC in social omchoro ye insunsu aso e baye no munyu nko ye omhwe nhwe onto omunsu hu ni se examiners no ma ye bias a omtene to omsa omde so bon ebo wa ye fo no petition omche so masom enti ombehwe ado asem no mu esuko
Ghana police force so ehuno parcels ahodo a de dodo na 866 a omochira ehye gari mo kotoko mu no mususu se edrumbone wotema habo
One cramp upon a mantem, how a pay monungwa, and a fay or doqua, ade say a jabra be etimi at top one much ram, and ya dear say a dish be a fahu esher one more enqua.
Yabako be mine so coffee trump nedi and sembia babetu janin in afa one more call US epoco wono about time no monyemono and almost so mama or hodadano tabrubi or that to or the ababontin and what in yepa a baby room with emo encomo.
When you did one sem sebebo a room or na John cancer lewin wa yadwa ye ni nyina ne say na chita ni anasa na potoka se friend fan yi bi wa hwe a kire se opese won hia ne impuni mpo esa so we de ne chache wo pena sampa yiyi ene won ne impuni impu na wa bomoden de wheelchair yi bi na fenso wa dum ne sika wahwe ede amano ebusua ensama hodo bi eka we hu ene ema mienu yaje empene se eba behwe ne yatena yedwam na yede asomo osompa se enwumre bre no nsia kase bo a yato ne Paramount news no na ansa na no enwumako bi adaro ma enomaso yasen ewo sika afema no ntini yenhwe na enfa aseda ema enwumako no
yede aseda ema dwumako sika fem omo enaso yasen me yede no nsia kase bo yede esomo go same travel and tour ena every on pese utu kwan ko amonone ukoye adwuma ana wo construction ana wo school go same travel and tour se bra therefore akwantu nkras asem nyina fa bedan omo dwumadi omo di ebini family visa, visitor visa, student visa, business visa, tourist visa, visa renewal, sponsorship bank statement for all visas, birth certificate, business certificate, nefe passport. If you're much acquiring omonunga kantamanto, Great Commission upon sign mo friend 24, now only omonchu chunkomo 0244 425 804 0244 425 804. Go same ventures sunio. I'ma say what peka at all. I know peka a work campaign. And she baby, I should go same ventures limited. Na omo maubi. Car person their work campaign. No, the only answer benya with 20,000 Ghana series at the bar. What pay guarantee kaho, Morgana card, and no licenses, mother kahone, and somewhere. Ye de go and kratas, no, modern monsa asha see ajatum. Omoye nungwa kantamanto Great Commission upon sign mo friend 24 I was 0244 425 804 and I say 0500 151 315. Go Same Ventures Limited or say just go simple.
Hola Sevia Herbal Center se mi bisa say de ben natna so ache na we na tete wo na we na ama wa bra bo no kire say yo sa nyina aba ne ewie ye asa ebubuye yade akoma yade na etete wo intahye we bi na eha wo na kire say wo no moja no entimi ndi mu afri sane ye na wo sabo anasa wa hawa no eho aba ohaw we chibremo na ya na tutu ye pa osisi na ewe na hyehyew be ma wo so de na prostate enlargement na etete wo anasa o mema yo no ensi so ye emfa ema wa mesrefo ni echire mo Hola Sevia Herbal Center obi ka say na me ya de mi de chi san na himfa na me koye asaba na me nsaye etua be na me tua mesro minim se wa bra papa na so nyina no Hola Sevia Herbal Center abaso wa behwe na so ha na tena so ache no wate the time e de awa no opom de ho sam so etimi afa ne ntamapa efra enu ntifa eho eye wo last stop o de fa so hwe se esa make am for de ma wi wo so hwe wo be de ho adanse e de akere wankasa wonua Wasanso e de Hola Herbal Mr. Benjamin so no ne nsaka bia na ye no no ma moja betime de emu afurisa ne yesanso so no e na immune system na ebebo eho ebra na afen so no etimi egina bra na etimi akoatia enyadewa ahodo obe Hola Sevia Herbal Center e kira kwan e wo Ashaman wonom ene Access Bank no e na eben for Dr. Hola Nankasam o woni pa ho abotre say e wo 0240 409991 0240409991 and I said 0200623038 and after 0576 656 658 Hola Sevia Herbal Center and only God can heal you. And na God medicated toothpaste na eduswe ampo se papa eweye bre no obi agya tom ko efiefie bia mu a emofra ne mpanyifo nyina ayisu bie enwetini dan na wo twen and na God medicated toothpaste embia bia mba bobo se wo de wodi kyerem ho a wonsa ebeka bi ewo honom Phone etremo ewo eye Paramount ene hair center a ebe go filling station no ewo osu na eben Hana store any Power FM ewo osu eso ebe wo kwa wonsa beka enagad medicated toothpaste ebie Great Commission Television nungwa kantamanto ha ena yebuto Bwadi Road baku mienu miensa dodo bi apebie sanse ye woni doso ponti no wonsa ebetumi akebi wa ha Farm Global Ventures ene Nas Joint Bwadi Road ena edi enhwenimu demo ewo ho Fra Enagad medicated toothpaste in penny form. It was 0244 425804. 0244 425804. Ebusia enumere emamienu ayajem penim ede kasebwe eba besomo osompano. Me ameka say dia meje so eye Shafatu Mohammed SM for short. Miniminyaba.
Emma kasama for yamansa moma yenjina nseme so ne ntwa ye hombra. Se ba ye de kase no ebesomo. Abusia ya da masesa majebre atwen amaye twa ye ho aba sabre moma ye fa kase no ensomo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama endei wafre enipa bi eye no de kan eye clote call member of parliament eye Dr. Zenato Ajimai Rollins ono se onkoye minister for environment science and technology eno eka eye cabinet no ne ho a wawo so ewo aban ni positions akodo a ewo nanim ye pa na ye kira asanyame dom na mashebedwafo agini tumwa ono ena yede ne besesa eye enkane minister for environment science and technology eye honorable Mutala Muhammad mampeni ekira wasan abo eye Boko Central mashebedwani eye honorable Mahama Ayariga so no ena beko eye ministry for local government chieftaincy and religious affairs nefe wasa sign eye honorable Kenneth Gilbert Eje so onkoye defense ministry efe honorable Ahmed Ibrahim ono yede ne ko eye works and housing ministry na sa nomination akwakopie mo ewo mashebedwamo enda efia day eye August 7th ewo afi 2026 mo ni nyina efa eye article eye 78 clause 1 nefe wo ba ye 1992 constitution mu a echese eye mashebedwafo ebeji atum na minister sapodo a ye de sa dwumedi da shomusa no omo be hye omo adwuma ase na omo di dwuma na sa enkaibwe eba bonten na opania ne nsa ehye ase ye Felix Kwachi Ofosu oye MP nefe so oye kasamafo edema eye president nefe osanso eye minister for government and communications ensem bi sei na ekoso ewo mashebedwa twemo nti yegusu a yedi enkomo ene ade a minim se ahoma na aye krado na yebenya okay nti yankwa ahoma no so Dr. Alex Emmanuel nti oye political analyst na ye ne entwetwe enkomo emfa empenifo ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama apa omo se omokonom kodi dwuma Doctor mame mawo akwaba Enfambra Great Commission no sia kase boso
Mejemoso.
Me pacho bibia bokode.
Nyame nadom.
Yeda obo ade ase. Aya frewa boko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama awoso ne ho meka reshafo na akoso no. Enimre asemi sen na woje no.
Yo, me chairman matifo. Aban bia ba na odi ni dwuma. Na obo ne ho modin se obetimi ama ne ma akoso na timamfo ne benya ahoto. In terms of security, in terms of education, in terms of personal development, infrastructure, and what have you. Inti aban etwa mu no ye nyina ye beka say wan sheda anya reshuffle pi. Aban NDC we buy no I think that is the second year ye beka third year.
Yeah.
But aban ni hu ne say niema ba ku mienu bi ho no ma say otumi ye obi bi e friend underemployment. The kind of employment and say obi one ma was certain skill. Inti ukofo na adwuma na one fasa skill no amana ye na command different skill. Na ne performance no ensheda nisrupi. Inti aban bia ba na ohwe say apart from say educational background, do you have a certain skill bia obetumi bia aboa na ban no. Na timama ne makoso. Me sure say we na mampanyi Mahama ne na pam 14 ase no. Omo hu ne say mpanyinfo yo mabobo omudin no ombetumi abo aban ye nyina ye ni mowura Mutala Mohammed nyame pa ne kra ensi ono ne de ne ho asem nti se ne no omabo owura ba zinato din a betumi aka se se owura zina maame zinato Rollins ba ono nso nyame abo ama wetumi enya appointment me sure say she would want to bring on board some new kind of innovation ne ho ne manema. But in all, no, I would say, reshuffle, it's a reshuffle, no, ya by now we are. Among four mobile, no, add new ideas, new innovations at the back on board. Competition, no, high. Almost our reassigning, almost, no. They also would want to do something, would want to impress. So, in all, no, for me, I think. A step in the right direction. And the people know they qualify for such appointment. So it's a step in the right direction.
Okay, Doc, my name is Sawo. Key government positions be to say defense ministry and environment. Position be honestly I know what ye pa yemfa obia keke. Is it based on trust inti we share honorable Mutala our twan and one sia do eradin fa ne kra NCA and honorable Edward Omanebuama eradin fa ne kra NCA. Enipa mienu eto anano one sia do. Sa ahye ho no mo no na aye kakra. We share nominate Dr. Atoforsen say and uncle defense now uncle show kakra as acting. Is it because of trust and now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama GDBia onya wo empenifo bi montina eho no eda empan kakra ebesi ende na wetimi anominate enipa miuni so monkonom kohwe sa ahye no so no
owura muntaka de no ene we de obisa bi de metumi aka ne say Answer almost 7 by no ebo mampanyin ne Ghana nyina ebo nyina pusa. Nti okopa ntem na okwanse okwakoyi nipa foforo bi onkonkoye me substantive yi na enye action. Ebe raise a whole lot of issues. So I think the president's decision to just appoint a action for na ombetumi ahwe echi ama ye kan I think say afi ba akuni omufi ma afi ba akuni. Afi na odi the papa for abigino man. I think it's a step in the right direction because this idea in himself ya oni nyina no emra do na no by now eko say ehonum na no ye appointment na nka menya na enya ade a Ghana for betimi asomu pisa so dia owura to force nkoko hwe ho no it was one of the splendid decisions but already the new appointees no dey o maba na obi to say owura ba Zenato we medical doctor nti enam so medical doctor no de ati bia na hunidie ni apomudie nsɛm de ye de fa ni feature a obetumi ahwɛ so yi nti sɛ na ɔmama na environmental a ɔde nidie ɛwɔ health mu no ye sure sɛ obetumi de aboa ama na akɔso kama over defense bia na mate sɛ nuanom bi no issues but sometimes when it comes to defense already we have the technocrats there nim your friends say defense mu akuku dan for no ho into the political person now kono obi a aban no gimidi aban no why we shemu woni mu say obetumi aboa na waboa aban ne ho ban wo kwan pii so that winning Ghana any Africa obi nkoma nkwanta and when it comes to the security, I think that the government and the president are building on trust or look at trust issues in all the years appointment. But I think it's still a splendid appointment. You ever say over time, opinion so called could you the human and say the security agencies, you know, never say, but I hope he can deliver.
In all, reshuffle Abai and then the cabinet I share at a tree. Do you think that boy am yet to me tackle economic problem? My ganem.
What are my bet you? You will me some question.
Maybe say reshuffle cabinet at the aba abonting. Do you think say ministry see or more than boy a boy me to me tackle economic problems? My ganem.
Oh, sir. Already no ministries now because an aban we ban you say a lot of stability ewo man you me know because I did be out on last year about 500 cities no e be no kodwemu an ebo na share dan cost
okay
the economic stability no the nya the aka no ne say you betumi enya expansionary economy no there will be a lot of jobs that will be created for the youth small enterprises also between some push now almost me be almost system no creating more vacancies and I think the government is doing well and over reshuffle we say one said that any peace over siama they will post you to force or there or any or more economy there are so things are buying on still staying focused with these people and so now let's pray. Okay. You say international, dynamics be a friend exogenous shocks be may affect your man.
Okay.
So exogenous shocks be may affect your man be a internal system, the exogenous media. I believe the government will be able to handle those issues.
Right. Dog Mayanda was sending Brewaji Brain on the Great Commission TV. Actually, come on. Yeah, that's papa.
Okay.
Ebusua aya Dr. Alex Emmanuel Inti ono or your political analyst and any natwe nkomo afa reshuffle na aban any cabinet no e di aba mountain no
Ghana man penyin abedi chire Maame Jane Opoku Ajiman and order to just say aban no any so adi huno ya workers for the Women's Development Bank ebeba no watch say ogusu ekita ne mudium ye pam say bank no obehwe ede aba na nda ode nsemo etudwa ewo and there agas bosom ne that also and so afimpinu ni edonu insen mu and maame Jane na Opoku Ajiman e kire mu say wo hwe traditional banks ahodo na ye maame adwadifo no enya mu nyina na mutimi ekọ ehonom no na so no Women's Development Bank no eba ebehwe ama won ma yeyi o mafrum nyina no ombeka mu nyina bom ne no bank no etimi ediduma wa kire say hwe be nkonkosi afiwe ewieye no ombehwe apa eho entoma.
Talking about women, who said we'll do the Women's Development Bank? We are dead serious about it. I'm hoping that before this year ends, we'd have launched it. We are making some progress. We never thought that within a year, the problems in the secondary schools would have abated, roads to be constructed. We are not borrowing, as Ghanaians say, by heart. We are even paying the bonds to people, not all of them, but we are trying. And again, I plead for everybody's patience, that we are removing these thorny issues. Nkakra. No, as for importing food we can grow, we should stop it. As we shouldn't even be debating it.
Will you consider running for president?
I knew that question was coming. The way you were giving all kinds.
Chiayantua Casiano so enfema na Minister for Health Kwabena Minta Akando and the Kokobo Abo director sapodo if your senior officials are more health sector cinema Nina say posting a hodo yama health workers dadano omunhwe no for monsa no mani ankwankwan reremu so mo kwakobua ana omukwakoye bibi afa ho ayensa de how kese pa ebaba omo ahwe ho abra minister ekasa no kira officials akodra ye omo de omo eni hwehwehwe ensemo ne chichiw of imprempren wono mo ayaje omo atum na ye yi omo ejine se bia yesi no omo hwe na mu di suna no kredi emra efe discipline hodo emra aban ne dwumedi a wahehye edegu apono so se na be ya se ye distribute ana ye cheche health workers akọ baby bia obi abenya bi na obi aso akoma beto ne yem na baby ene ne kono baby bia efefefe ministry etra Facebook post bia ora akando ede kokoboy ede babonti abra oni bishops of the Catholic Church ewo manga ne mu ehia ya na omodi enkomo na ade no ko so egina so eka se wei won kese a ode aba ntimpenifo mo hwe na measures akodom de gu apono so ebeboa ma health sector no etimi apa ne afa ne tima apa efra no ometimi aye minister ekyeremu a Ensheshe abeboa ama miemia ye ne sankofo healthcare professionals ye behwe omododo ewo mantem ahodo na omubenya medical services no eno omugusu a omoye efe so ode efuto kese ema wono mo hye kire ye posting nkofo awie no na efe omakota akire we ba obetumi aboa me na me posting bia yasesa mame ana ye ne si ya mame a osemonye ahweye papa anse mpenifo sa so mu a ho be kire ho be ka adwamu owura kando ekoso a okasa no o kire aban ne supporter ode bua na ye pagya nukradie na efeyi prempren ye ewo ye management mu na efeyi human resource no eno wo ho enti mpenifo mo hye kire omo ye saade no ende aban ye post asemesi yade ne posting okohwe osi ompa na wakohye kire ho uma mbi kakra meboa ne ya yesi no sanya oma ne hina obese so munjai ansa penifo sa somu a wo ho be kire yi papa
waswafa be de kira wada asoye ye hwe yapomudi ho ensem Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa ne wakasa a kire so manga na emma oba be fa yefuro bosomi nkro entemu no se ba no ne nhwemu a omo amofa ho ehwere wono enkwa wonyinsan abremu no omunya afimpinu ni eduonu enan emu 2024 no emu amfa ho ewu ye 986 wa kire se emu owram ye papa a wa kire se no wo hwen emma omo fa yefuro na se omo fa ho ewu na oman ni ratio no na se wo fa ebia 100,000 omo ate se obefa yefu na ebehwe ni so betimi awo no emu 235 ena omo fa ho ehwere wono mo enkwa na waka say na kire se ndem maternal mortality action and response program ho aprobo na work on no nkrampopuni mantem ha ayaresa bia hodo no ena Dr. Ayensu Dankwa edi etuja se neti aprobo e work nyina so ombehwe ayaresa bia hodo na sa oba befa yefu na obekwa ayaresa bia ho indro ni ade akade be kai kan no ombehwe se nyina ebedi mu ayaresa bia hodo no sta de be ya enkwanko ba ne sta na mpo so wono bekoso kra eso ebetumi ate na wosanso eto aso kire mu se aban no se ba no apomudi ho nsema yade ada nani supa nani so ade hunanu ntino se ha no se oba pemfo na obefa ho ahwere ne nkwa abra wanyima anase mpo wokwa a woso no behwere ne nkwa nani so ade hunu so obehwe na ase betu kra ewo omanga na emu.
The woman that didn't die in delivery but had problems is the one that is more likely to have postnatal complications like fistulas and everything else. So this one index is a window to everything that we do. You look at this country, our worst health index is maternal mortality. Last year, I used to think it was 900 and something. I went to Parliament and they are doing the whole nation from 2024. 986 people, women who are pregnant, died last year. Our maternal mortality index is 235 death per 100,000 live births. WHO recommendation, how we reach universal health coverage, is 70 death per 100,000 live births. 70 times.
Abusia yantu akase no so na enkran popo ne manten mo eye osrafo ohwe hanom eye honorable Linda Oklu de kokobo ene futo de amatememfo ene wonom mo ajapade ewo eye peshi lagoon no eye buffer zone no a ewo Laboma beach no eda baako aduonu baako se omomomode ano omfiri ho na fei shops akodo amosisi ene dan ahodo amosisi wo ho no omundwiri emfi wa yasa omankasa ba bedwiri minister yi de nkaibo etudwa abra okọ eye inspection ewo bia ho no mo no kira we nyina eka aban hye ho a adan ya yesisiesi eye nsho kwan ano no ye bedwiri ni na to egu se na be ya nsho to wo manga na mu a entumi nkoyiri na emfa ohaw emfa emba Ochema and then the omo be bwera ho no mo na omo abedi dwuma pa na saa demolition exercise omo de hye so embre bi eno nkyere se omo jai na nde omo bae se saa emwa no omo de ba be ma eye mpenifo omo behwe no omo adwiri eye edan ahodro wo ho ne egu se na be ya insure try ebenya ne kwan na fa na bibibia efefefe omo chema enne omo be piemu ewo eye Laboma ho no chimamufo omo ho no se na omo nim se bibisi ebekoso eno nti ena wa ma omo 21 days se omo hwe na edan ene shops ahodro wo ho no we
notice that a lot of the buildings must come down, so we'll do a major demolition over there. Hopefully next week, myself and Mayor will be doing some demolition over there, and so that we want to create a buffer, like you said. And so you see that all those refuse, I mean, were being caused by those squatters over there. And so when we clear the place, I mean, we didn't have much issues there. So our major challenge is to make sure that we demolish the illegal structures over there. There are even demolition ongoing, but on a quiet, and so that's why you are not hearing. But hopefully Friday, when we are doing our demolition, we want everybody to know what we are doing. And so we'll be at Laboma this Friday. We'll be doing a major demolition exercise over there. From there, yes. And so we have a couple of buildings that will be doing. Even the structure, you could see that is sitting, yes, and so the MC just drew my attention that they've already informed the people around, and so all this place there will be a demolition exercise. What I can say is that we still have work to do because some of the debris are still there. It needs to be managed, and then also we've also tasked some of the MCs to make sure that, because when we go to Ayawaso Central, you notice that the major drain over there, you could see that people are still dumping refuse there, and so our attention should be there so that we wouldn't have any casualties when it rains. And so our MCs are doing so well to make sure that we wouldn't have, even if there is a disaster, it should be minimized. And so we are trying our best to make sure that we minimize flooding within the Greater Accra.
Yeah, just handsome way to nature who tia wa abasa ya ba. Na kyerɛ sɛ we ne kwakɔgya aboafo nkrato na aba ye ba ye beto mo ensam no eso.
Abusia for ya mu bia kwaba e de ba Pensan Company Limited so edmaku a wo Ghana ha wakofa aduro nwanwaso e de abadwa so a aduro no eya nwanwade akese aduro ni din ne Semens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsule aduro na ne mra na de agan no wudnam na oti agan a aduro yi e na mebe kanfo de ama Ghana ni bia na se bibini bia se obenya bie na onso anonom na etimi aboa no sa edro nwaso aye ka ho asemi Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene ne capsules no eye edro aye aduma wontini mu edro yi uyo obi a sabi o mema sem eda fom tinkeja bema ne ntimi man mu so kra bema ne ntimi mpega ne ho uye bema sabi woni obehiem na sisia no waje mu a onso edro yi ye kanfo de amawo edro yi ye edro a ebeboa ma wontini na etimi asore gina so ebe mamoja de pusane wo bema no mama bema na timia sore gina so ye na watimi abo adwuma na ama o piafo obi bia sabi oni atenka so yo ba so ye bema we here edro cements vital herbal mixture and capsules anemna ne de agan ne bi kona koto binom watenka ayira na te kopra kona koto edro ne bi nanom na bohu sabi edro no esi ye adwuma sifa afei we ye ne to nchen sabi obi wo hono ma pichikom o how pa kese pa so yo ba na wo kom fitire na se wo menses na ma beyi a edro ebeboa cements vital herbal mixture kona koto edro no binom be ma mfichiko no bibia ye kama de amount afei so wote yaw mfichiko mu a edro ebeboa cements vital herbal mixture and capsule afei so obi won ma sabi wa ko jane nan no na moja di akire we oba na otisa de bia hu moja no tie ni ye pa se moja no ye gon bright red we no ka se bright red a na say do betima abo ma moja ni nyina to atwa e de ama okra afei so obi so a sabi ne to ase twetwe no we ni kan say sciatica wo sciatica edro betima abo ama yaw ne twetwe na wo ni nyina atimi ate akokra no e ye agan cements vital herbal mixture and capsules edro no e ye adwuma wontini mu na enuane no bi wo edro wo mu a eboa pa ye fe no nitric oxide say nitric oxide no unya eba oni peduema enti bi emu asi enti na akantare ba bebiem ba be hu ntinu ama ntinu metuna da wo moja etime de afusane usisi ena ya ye neurotransmitters a sonifri adwen no ho ena eba eno na se obi te jawa na se okọ pains bi mu a na sa neurotransmitter no etime aba beboa ama pain na se yaw no etime akofom edrei ewo nyane no bi wo mu a etime release neurotransmitter ye friend endorphin na sa endorphin ne ba se usisi ena ya oja jaw na wote no ewo usisi mu no edrei eba be stop ni nyina yisu dopamine na be yi jaw ni nyina afiri wo ko e de amount enti so usisi yo ya edrei wo so nom e ya agan cements vital herbal mixture and capsules edrei age award yenim de ye ka ho asem no 2022 best waist pain product of the year 2023 edrei Saje award efasisi ya de ho 2024 ye Saje ni musa afie di anyum nyina so ye be Saje award no wo ye bema na wo pese unyina so no gina so keme wa bra wo be no maduro no sima kakra bi ati a fe number no a e screen ase no wo fe number na ye be no be kasa kama ni ato se de obesi anu maduro no na emi na timi aboa ama bibia ye kama ma afa so ba bia be nya bia to no ye di good screen so memom tie ni ye pa se wo kumase ene ne pattern wo store wo pese o to bi ton a ba bia e di kan PFA pharmacy New Road Junction wana PFA pharmacy o store kese a obenya ben bia tu honum akwakoton afa Colinac ewo Ashtown oni Dani Herbal o nyina wa Ashtown ko ho Fredimens eso okay o ono so be ma bia to afa Sambora ewo Kagetia grade 3 no opposite pe edrei edra eba beboa eyi sa o hawo nyina afi wa kwa ma o enti pebi akiri kwan to agan a etrese ejan no pebi to na enkotote e ma na so nya wa ho odin pepepe edama
Shaya na masesa makai ho amoyetwa ho akwaja aboafo enkrato aba yento amo ensem no so na eye Ghana National Council of Private Schools en na chese ompanyifo moni abriye papa ne nyina efa eye afimpinu ni aduonu ensia BEC in social ye mofra ye nwanum kokotro ye wam echese en social ni sunsanso no bae no me kire results no e bae no manka so moni mofra no omomodembo abra no mo classroom na esidam kokotro on social na sunsanso be ba stand no mo kire se sunsanso no eten entwe ye kwakwa enu ti omugituma enye ye enu ti no enne de ye kase omokutimi akuche nkrata ya e friend petition yi bi e de akwakopie mu e wo enhomasua no ahye ehɔ no no nkokopie mu hɔ no na kyerɛ sɛ eye group no Ghana National Council of Private Schools omupanyina odama no eye obenfo kwesi jetua ona na abre wo hweye abram kokopie mu nhoma esua no ahye hɔ no no ona de petition ehye enhomasua no ahye impanyifo na eye opanyini a wogina enhomasua ahye no anamu agiye eye oswafo a woda anaso oswafo abede chire a woda oman no enhomasua ahye no ano Dr. Clement Apak wakasa awabra woje eye petition no na wo kire se wo behwe se na eye mampanyin no ene aban no omobota titru se ba ne homasua ho ensem se na eye eda ne ni so iye pa no so obehwe ma frenchim ye ne periperi akoso no ombehwe na asem no omahwe adomu esuko amanhwehwemu no etimi edufom.
And that is exactly why I am here. But be rest assured that His Excellency John Dramani Mohammed's government and our Minister for Education, Harun Idrisu, believe strongly in the role the private sector has to play in the very important delivery of education. We believe that every Ghanaian child, regardless of whether he or her is enrolled in a public or a private school, is a Ghanaian child, deserves fairness, deserves equity. Yes. Because government alone, the state alone, cannot shoulder the burden of providing education. This is why this government, under the leadership of His Excellency and the direction of the Honorable Minister.
And so on that score, we believe that you think and believe in private education, which has been instituted in the 1992 Constitution, particularly Article 25+2. That speaks about private participation in Ghana in terms of education delivery. Over the years, private education has contributed to the growth of education in Ghana. And we all can attest to the fact that the product of these, private institutions come together to support the building of this nation. This year's BECE assessment, which is conducted by WAEC, the West African Examination Council, as a service provider, we are not happy about the results. Nobody, and want to put it on record, that in terms of assessment, no one is better credible witness to testify the credibility of assessment in terms of our students, because we have been with these students over decades. And we know and understand the formative rudiments that we have taken them through.
Abushia Tema Police Command for Akwakuhunu, Paso Saputwa, Nidudona 866. Yadasha Gari Kutokuma, na Omudigu container be our warehouse, Tema Habo. Our Mosha Sombe exporte Nako Obi Manso. Now, Abra police for and police officer see Ekodu warehouse hono. Omuhunu enipa miensebi Gilano will win when ya infieno Edria Saba kun or Dutch name. If a John Mensa Saba, when ya infieno Edianai Bakon, if a Alhaji Idrisu Haruna, or also enya infieno Ediano Mieno. No more shasi ebelodi and your may egu trackimo. Na police phone could do no more saka, gari botona de adiana kamo chegu container no more. Na trailer na car na elodino, fit white DAF tracker, ni registration number, WR, 1118-10. And Sembi say and a DCOP Eric Asamoah Esiedu or your Tema Regional Police Commander.
Good afternoon, distinguished members of the media, senior police officers, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to this afternoon's press briefing. As Ghana Police continue to intensify its efforts to combat the trafficking, transportation, and unlawful possession of narcotic drugs within Ghana, the Tema Regional Police Command has invited you this afternoon for this press briefing, where you will be briefed on two separate narcotic-related cases recorded on the 5th of August 2026, which resulted in the recovery of significant quantities of substances suspected to be cocaine, as well as Indian hemp, resulting in the arrest of 4 suspects. Case number 1. Suspected cocaine concealed in Gary sacks intended for export. On 5th of August 2026, at about 1950 hours, the Tema Regional Police Command received credible intelligence that some young men were loading parcels of white substance concealed in sacks of Gary into a 40-footer container at a warehouse within Tema Harbor enclave for export. Acting swiftly on the intelligence, a team of police officers proceeded to the warehouse where they met 3 persons, namely Gilano, Owen.
See, I can say yet to in some no so are not just a say Jabrane, wo bank and Pupuni Mountain wetini at all, and what a year in Biabia Munu, but quite decant a nungua. Na nungua no natural so much ram. Aya contain a bee. Na inyama ewo mu container da de bi ya na chese inyama egumu no enu mu na chese jai etimi etoye na wo mo e kire mu a odumja adwuma ekuofo no ebebepie mu hono mo no na omo te se abra na kire se ejai eto container ni mu no omunya asutire na sempanyifo eyom asutire no na sabra no abo anopa anasa homa chekra 3:38 am and a dunja juma a bomb on the baby more a 1 month. And some baby do baby na a jay at 3:53 am. Now some baby do her nice a container a jar now Thompson and AC Edero and ya asam keton bomb homoding. She kokosi abrabo no 9 4 o'clock am no na che so matimi edundum ejano edefi container no na so eba ne sta no abramo dum ejani we ko container ne nchen omokoye sabe pane kra wono entimi amfam na so mo bonkyeremu a enya ade se obibia epra ye san so no na obia amfa akwanhia no ho anhwere ne nkwa na baby ejana etoye so no ene nkokopiem wo odoko ho nso ejani bi etimi ato ho no anya sam ketwa na no so na kofa ba ye nie na che som kokko pie mu hono mo no odoko de no no so no wooden structures adan ya entabodan yi bie no ebi che se dodo na asoja na enye asam keto se na eja no ano ye den no enye fedi agono odum jadwuma ko no kire mu a abra dwumaifo no ebebebe pie mu hono se ma behwe edumja no na abo 2:27 am sabre no no mabebe pie mu hono na eja no hyase 2:08 am na chere se eja no egusu edere mo so mo bo moden edundum eja no nyina na so no adan na ejapade de o ma hwere bi papa hono mo so nya ade se adehye bi ho kan ye
Ebushia yenjina ensemi so ne ntwa ye hombra sie ba ye de kase ne beko obi man so ne ye de enigede ensem asom ye besia Masisa majebre atwenye sabre mama ya fasida ema jumekwe sika fem omo ena so ya say me di no sia kase boy ye de esomo go same travel and tour and free wakwentu nkrata semina omo sefa bebedan omo na omo mbo no mototo ni na fm ma so person to kwan ko amanone eko school ko ensahwe ana wo koye adwuma go same travel and tour sebra jumedia omo di ebini Aya family visa, aya visitor visa, student visa, business visa, tourist visa, visa renewal, aya sponsorship bank statement for all visas, birth certificate, business certificate, nefe passport. If you're much akwan, omo nungwa kantamanto. A great commissioner bron sign amo frame 24. I was 0244 425 804 0244 425 804. If you go same ventures limited neo, peka adi ayo work and pay and I'll peka ata. Momodia na you go same ventures limited na omombwa. Almost a cow dear work and pay no hiana subba. Now we do 20,000 Ghana cedis abe twasie. Nefe we do guarantee ba Mogana card any license so dia ka home. Na and some young nego and krata so no. Modemonsa ashas ya ajiatum ama baby bia fefe. Beba cho sit within 2 weeks. Ya de car na mouse for kona koyeduma na enya emfaso. Within 2.5 years no kakrana kan ye betetew saa ema akwakosi omo ye nungwa kantamanto a great commissioner pro sign enemo from 24 I was 0244 425-804 0244-425-804 and now 0500-151-315 0500-151-315. Go Same Ventures Limited. Just go simple.
Hola Sevia Herbal Center se mi so yade be na how yade be na tete wona wo hen anada ne krankro e wo so a we treat na so entimi enkom ne nyina nsa wo de ne bubu yade akoma yade esi kire yade wo sa abo anasa wa hrawa no eho aba ohaw na chese wo monja entimi endi mu efrisa ne yes aso na ya osisi e ya na wewe ye papa pa ochi bramu na tutu ne nyina wo de woni e kire mo Hola Sevia Herbal Center be hwe no wata ne te esan se entata case kram e de man be ma prostate enlargement wo mema yo entimi sisi ye efa ma wa mesra adabridjon wo bo ache e ma no wasere wa che bo ma ne fa oni ekire mum Hola Sevia Herbal Center be hwa church bibie mu de ma na wo mema yo etimi SCP esita na wo so etimi from be ma mu wa te so odwunu mi ne omi enu hu nti wasan so e de Hola Herbal mixture be dwaman so ye no num bia be bo ma ye immune system ne timi gina brane na akwetia nyare wa hoda san so e na mogya no ebetimi edi yemu efrisa ne yem Dr. Hola it is Hola Sevia Herbal Center ne kira kwan e wo Ashaman wonum ene Access Bank no e na eben fra doctor e wo 0240409991 and that's 0200623038 and afa 0576656658 Hola Sevia Herbal Center and now only God can heal you. And God medicated toothpaste. If Dr. Hola ho yakwakoja pomudi hu tete yi aye ho ato yi se besa yare de bida na sa won yare na de bia obepe ampo se papa e de twu se ama ho ato de a eno ane and God medicated toothpaste wo de twu se e be man aye fika se so kire masa so ene beja nka eye sham na kire se odu afefom na mu ina mo sra wo so timi abosre hehe bi na wotimi abie wonu mu asre sa enso so ene eye pepsodent na sampo si e ma mofra e ma mpanyifo apomudi nso mpanyifo ahye ajatum se eye eno tini bo modern sa onsa beka ena God medicated toothpaste ibe no wahye ededu hu dwuma abo wo se ho ebra furniture wo Paramount a ebe hair center wo go filling station wo osuno wonsa beka bi wo Hana store ene Power FM e wo osu ena eben Great Commission Television Hanungwa Kantamatu Body Road ahana yebuto ba baku mienu miensa dodo bia opebia wonsa ebetumi akabi Farm Global Ventures ene Nas Joint Body Road ena edi enhwenimu the more ewo home fra ena God medicated toothpaste impenifo ewo 0244425804 0244425804
Ebushia ye Siadeka siana ko be my swane yeko US omine mo na US president Donald Kofi Trump and na de nsa ahye executives order mienu bia say odi besi birthright the man citizenship no ho kwan if abra all challenges adwumedie no US constitution no Supreme Court US boss adwumedie ni na tugwe na executive orders mienu ode nsa ahye no ba ko say obebie one mo omoye non citizen no US mo omo na de ade ni wo kwan so menya sa birthright no citizenship no na ne atoso mienu auditabo no atoso ene say apemfo a omonyanyem ewo aman hodo so a omoba US omoba bewo no menya enkrata na citizen ama enkwada no eno so hwe sanka obesi ho kwan ensem bi sei na Donald Kofi Trump edituja
decision in the Supreme Court concerning birthright. It was close, but a very, very unfortunate decision. So we're making adjustments because it's very unfair. This was done for a different reason. This was done right after the Civil War. This was for the babies of slaves. And what's happening now, people are building businesses around it. From wealthy people are building businesses around birthright citizenship. That's not the way it's supposed to work. It's a disgrace. They're buying their way in, and we're not going to let it happen.
The president is using his authority as commander-in-chief to sign first an executive order using the new ruling the Supreme Court issued to expand the definitions of people who are ineligible for birthright citizenship. That includes, for example, alien enemies of the United States, members of foreign terrorist organizations, and large categories of people who lobby and act on behalf of foreign governments. And so with taking this action, it ensures that large numbers of people who wrongly would be getting birthright citizenship will no longer...
I will say, try who tia wa abayaba, and he did some ever shed your son. Yada mase some kai hwama etwa ho etia wa aba eni gedi munsem ene yehwe abo ewremu no na eye Ghana sini twani ya wasanso eye nyumtuni eye kodon cancer lewin dodo na edin omde ede frɛ no eye lewin na ne nyumto mu so e frɛ no Wheezy aha Wheezy ono bo Benedict ye mama Philomena mo ono na ndewa meka se wa ya doye na doya waye no eye Ghana cedi no eye 10,000 Ghana cedis sa enso so na ode ho ahwe ede ho che ama eye ne fans pa we ne chita ni papa asabe wadi dem nti wahwe aman ehu che yi bia ne nyina eye ne chita ni e friend Samuel Fori ewo Asante Manteme ho na dwumedie no wahwe ede nyina ema eye abrante na wo kire se abrante Samuel Ofori na so no nkasa ye video so ne chita ni wata ne chi ache na opese no nkasa one lewe wo mu hye mpu ni mpu sa bre no teso bibi sa to na obeda man teso no beje ne form na teso video yi edu lewe nanim no say wo ye me chita for what teso wadi me chi ache enu ntimi so ntimi fa me ho enka me ho na nei abrante Samuel Ofori ni so ade hu no natimi abam abra na kire se lewen ne EP project abra almost set so no na o hwe invite abrante set anasa Samuel Ofori so wambra into honum kokoshe mpuni mpo wo hwe ye ede Ghana sika 10,000 Ghana cedis na fesu huche yi emma no se won hwe no ntene no njojo no kra mane ha ne ho se obebre ne ho na wakasa no lewe kire mu se ono no eba ne se yemfa abrabo ma se ebia ka ne ni papa wafa mani to onim sanya etie na abrante no abra wo ye video no hu ye ne to na koma so eno ne nam so ama wato nsa frɛ na eno ne hye mpuni mpo a wahwe aye ne sa adoye so yi
usuchire emi colleague ba ko efe no ankefi ese opese one me yaduma na ojo e video man ankefi ana ore send mimi sweet mimi ana me saka na msaka na me video no me ne je se bi nipa se bi o speech wiemu na wan sire sika na wan sire se bi oni hwi ko tim hwi ye jana ha de ye aduma no oni hwi wa mu sa hwi na opese ne ne ji act na se opese na me twesi no amba etache makoma nti ma me fedeta big match Emma no so say wonye so le mfa mene no se ne be ya ne kra ne baji ko say ade ope ana wa we hia che ana mere so nya pampa e ma ne free teachment ya one na dan free na fa ni e biduri no video me hu no cause we hear video na video na pe na e yuma na e me say asiye say kwa ha no asiye stress no ha wa osim na ntene mpe via na pa na ba nyina mesusa true act ni nyina e bi ko na besu sabi ya otima emoman no onti Nyankopon enkam nyama koma adwuma ya yawie ene yawie ono na bie no tinyama do kira oboko back to attachment ya ye bom pese every story bia na be se binya ba kwa na bi lu a ye besa na ba be na ne ne age wo it keep supporting vision bana na mpacho ko same wa mpacho ko akoma adoye wa akoma no misro se na ma betu dwa se ko akoma na o wansi kwampo na watimi asana ma no na no wish na bam se ona ni act no ese be de bitim dia ida support no na ni age na etimaboa eti no nyama be chena be ja na kwai na woni hwi ti chenya nkofan ya doma anapasa no
mo kojon kansa wa yade na sta doye bi se no wo hwe so ni eyade ekoye papa nti wo so wo ho na wonsam obi a yesraw ma wonsam ntre na ofofro so enya so emfa so na sika no nkwa wodi a enye ye nti wa yade ebusia ebrani ntika se bona ha ene be hye ede ni na aba no ewie minim se ye wo de pa na mum na ebrani nti ye de ni na aba no ewie na ansa na ebe sore so no ye hwe nsama hodo no bia egu apono no so ebie
Aya reshuffle aye share ewo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na bemu enya aba bedru
Sanso na Ghana mampenya be de che na opoku agima wakasa kire se Women's Development Bank no eya aban no nani so ade hunu kese pa omguso omudi hujuma afi awie ye no be hye apa hontoma de denden
Honorable Minta Akando say one more a post air health workers are omodo mo sashisha sie no omunjai ansa mo ho bechere omo
Samson na my Ghana yapom dia so ye ekira emma ye fa ye fro na kire se bosome e na yakwantu ne nto ye kra na ekwan mu ya hwe ejeja ho na kise ya hwere ye nkwa ya no wo kire sa fipinu ne eduonu enan mu no emma kise sa bebre kire no eto omo no eye nipa 986 a ode mu kire mu aba
Yabeko eye labo ma eye peshi lagono na Accra Greater Accra Minister de eye edefo baako eduonu baako ato ho se wonu mo amote ho ana omote nso kwan no so no ye ba bedwiri edan na egu enti omo ye ne ntem na omo mfi ho no
Sanso and private schools council penyifo yi and petition on the kokodan humasua aso ye nende on mahwe ajatum fefefa so mbo sai on ba nhwemu de afa asem no ehu
yeko ayetama habo ho na nipa miense bi ndrobone bi o masesa de ahye gari mu apolice for ensa so omopa echi
na ojakese etimi atonungwa na afenso so no eye odokọ enya asam keto mu kire nyina de somo ya ye kire se je itoye adehye obia eni ho an ho kan ye na mo ejapade ahodo no na de kire se eja no etimi ehye ni nyina adwere bia pania kra ye ntimi amfa bi emfiri mu
ya de kase no ko obi man so US oman mu na President Donald Trump de taburo bi ato apemfo a omonyemu a no makọ US ye kwakọ wo ne nya eye citizen ana kola no kwakọ ye citizen e wo ho no mo ode tabo na to so na sisi ano Supreme Court e wo ho hwe edi asem no
na Ghana sini twani kojo enkasa lewe nende waye adoye yenyina efo no nkasa ne fa na efren Samuel Fori ho waye video kire so person hia lewe mpuni mpunyame ya dom lewen ama abrante ne ni so ade hu na bemu a ye ka se 10,000 Ghana cedis so atebri ama no so onfa enhwe ne half a na kire se ehuche yi so ontra se no jojo ne kura wo hwe ne situation na ebushan sama hodo eka we hu ne ema enwumre yaji edwa edeba wakomi se enwumre bre no nhia ka se bo ya to ne din Paramount News no aseda PSA enko emfa emma wo yem producers na lamlelamte na bedi kire Joyce Mensa woko MCR Mr. Andy Grant ena nana yaw opare omabom homoden camera Kinsley Janie onoso wa ya de papa ye editor Theodora Otis onoso wa ye just wa ya de pa na daroma videos ahodo etwagu no wono na wasre asone sokrojen sa enso no na Mary etai ye chi a wobo ye chi don papa afenso so wa hwe yaseda enko enfama ye managers papa obato no obafanta obato boom na ya ohene wa Georgia nyame ehira wo ejuma ikofa by Chief Apostle Joseph A. Jackson daddy nyame hira bebia wo bia ye das papa ye ni so afei na akire se ni na aba iwe ya ne sa ye mamienu a ye gi edwa eje mpene hwe ye bebe so mo sompa awo abre ye de ye note abreka se bo ebe so mu yi edi ameje so eye Shafatu Mohammed SM for short meni menyaba
ema kasama fo ya mansa ya damase amamomo ene hwe nyame ya adom ajuada ye be se sinkonwa na edi no nsia kase bo na edi asomo have a wonderful weekend yakram